Hi guys, welcome to this video tutorial on how to play the guitar. So maybe you are blowing the dust off the guitar because you've not played for 2 years and you're getting the guitar out the back room, or maybe you're just struggling with the basics of holding notes down and just getting a good sound. Then this video is for you. So in today's video you're going to learn how to pluck the strings, either using a pick or your thumb. You're also going to learn how to get a really good sound from playing notes and basic chords, and how to push the strings down. And then also I'm going to show you how to strum. Once you've got those skills down, you will be good to learn songs. It'll make it a lot easier for yourself. So by the end of this video, you're going to know how to do all of that. For up-to-date guitar tutorials, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when I post a video every Friday. My name is David Aldridge, and I've been a guitar teacher for 20 years, where I've taught literally hundreds and even probably thousands of students guitar. I still teach in-person lessons, but due to this COVID epidemic, I am teaching on video lessons as well. So if you'd like to find out more about that, then there's a link in the description. I also have my own bespoke written tutorial books, which you can grab a copy of, and also in the description. And yes, I also have an online course called Easy Peasy Guitar, where you can set yourself the challenge of learning 5 songs in 30 days. So we want to make sure we're holding the guitar correctly, and if you're not sure how to do this, then I do have a video in the description on how to hold the guitar. But generally it's just going to sit on your right thigh like this. Okay, so first of all I'm going to show you how to pluck using the pick, and I'm going to show you how to pluck just using the thumb. So you can see here I'm holding the pick in between my thumb and finger like this, and the pointy part of the pick is facing the strings. So we don't want it sideways like this or like this. Okay, so directly facing that. So what we're going to do is take either all of the fingers or one of the fingers, 2 of the fingers, but just something to kind of anchor onto the front of the strings like this. And this is going to keep the hand steady as we pluck the strings. Okay, so this is the 6th string, the low sounding one. So we're going to start with this one first. I'm going to push through the string like that. So if we go too far, we can end up hitting some of the other strings, and we really don't want to do that. So we want to just aim to get just one string like this. You want to do this over and over, and what I do is I get my students to do this on their first lesson. I get them to do it 8 times. So you don't want to go too fast. You want to just really take your time. Speed isn't the goal yet. So you want to aim for about 8 times on that. Okay. And then we're going to move through the strings. Then we're going to find the 5th string, which is the next string down. And you can see here I'm using the tip of the pick. So I'm just doing small movements, not to hit any of the other strings. So we want to do that about 8 times. Or more, or a minimum of 8. Okay, then we're going to move on to the 4th string. This is really going to set you up for plucking the strings when you're playing songs. It's going to make it so much more easier. So what I'm doing here, these fingers now might get in the way, so I'm just going to rest them on the front of the guitar like this. I'm going to move on to the 3rd string. Cool, then on to the 2nd string. and then onto the first string. Okay, I promise you, if you do that every time you practice, just before you maybe play a song, it will really improve your accuracy on the strings. And over time, when the muscle memory kicks in, you'll not have to think where the pick goes. It'll just come really natural. Okay, so that's plucking the strings with a pick. Okay, so with the thumb, you can see here my nail is really long. That's because I play classical guitar as well. I know here I'm using a steel string guitar. So if you can play with the nail, or you can actually play with the flesh. It doesn't matter. Okay, but what you can do is the same thing just with your thumb on each string like this. So you don't want to go up like that, using either the nail or the flesh here, and you're pushing through the string. And again, you can rest your fingers on the front, and then just practice using the thumb. We can use the fingers as well, but just starting off, it's easier to use the thumb. And then onto the second string. So you want to do about 8 times on each string. And you can do both. You can practice using your thumb, and you can also practice using the pick. That'd be awesome if you could do that. Doing both would be great. So that's plucking the strings. Okay. So you want to keep doing that until you get really good at it. And like I say, if you do it before you play a song or anything else, you're going to become really good at it. Okay, that's the way we do it, by repeating things over and over. Okay, so here we go. The second one is strumming. So again, I'm going to use the pick. And then I'm also going to use the thumb and the fingers to show you how to strum that way. So there's just we hold the pick in the same way between the thumb and the fingers, and we glide over the strings. I do have another video on strumming patterns and when to use down and up strums, but I just wanted you to stay with me on this video for now and just get the technique down. Then you can watch that video too. That's also in the description. So that's going to get you working at it's going to get you playing a little bit more rhythmically. Okay, so let's keep going. So we have a down strum. So I just imagine that my arm's like a windscreen wiper. Goes up and down like this. We want to just practice gliding over the strings. Don't want to get too much into the strings, so it's just nice and light. We want to just make sure we are lightly gliding over the strings like this. Cool. So that's the down strum towards the floor. Now the up strum, just the opposite way. Cool. So that's basically how we strum on the guitar. We want to blend all the sounds together. Okay, and we're getting through the strings quickly. We don't want to go slowly like that. Okay. So if we're playing songs, we can go from picking into strumming, which is really cool. So these are all the basic skills for playing guitar. And like I say, I reiterate this, that it's going to help the songs. It's going to help you play the songs a lot easier. Okay. So the third thing we're going to take a look at is playing notes. This is where most people struggle, is pushing the notes down, getting a good sound, and also playing chords. So let's move on to that, and then we can take a look at it. I'd love to know your progress from this video, so please leave a comment below. Okay guys, so now we're going to be using the left hand to show you how to play notes. So first of all, we want to bring the hand to the guitar in a way that we're not grabbing like this. This isn't great for us to play the guitar. So we want to make sure that the pad of the thumb is on the back of the neck. Also what I do is what I recommend is to put some blue tack here, about halfway down over the second fret, about halfway down the back of the neck, and then you can kind of almost stick your thumb to the neck just to remind you to keep your thumb there until you've done this enough times that you'll not need it anymore. Cool. So we are going to be playing different frets, so I recommend getting some stickers if you don't have any dots on your guitar here. The dots are like markers on the guitar for us to know to locate the frets. Usually they go up like 3, 5, 7, 9 and 12. If you don't have that, then please put some stickers on as a visual to know where they are. So 3, 5, 7, 9 and 12 for now. Cool, okay. So first of all, what we're going to do is just get used to playing some notes. So we're going to start off on the first string, so this is the one closest to the floor, and we're going to take the first finger, which is the index finger, and we're going to push down like this. So it's kind of like pinching in between the thumb and the finger. So we just want to push the string until we feel it touch the fretboard behind. Okay, so hopefully you can see my finger there, the line running through it, because that's the part of the finger we want to use. Okay. So what I want you to do first of all is to push down and try and keep the string down for about 3 seconds. Okay. Now this is probably going to hurt your fingers when you're starting off, but over time your fingers will toughen up and you won't feel the pain. Okay, they say no pain, no gain. Okay, so we're going to do that at the first fret, and then we're going to do it at the 3rd fret, and then we're going to do it at the 7th fret, and then we're going to do it the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 9th fret, and the 12th fret. So what you're doing is you're just walking your finger through those frets, and I'm doing this quickly, but you want to push down for about 3 seconds at each fret. Okay, there you go. Lovely, lovely groove through your finger. Okay, so all right. So the next thing to do would be to pluck or sound the note. Pluck the note or sound the note. So I'm going to either use my pick or the thumb. Sorry, I'm going to use my pick, but it's also okay to use your thumb. So what we're going to do is push the note down, and we're going to let it ring for about 3 seconds. Okay. Now if we get this sound, or it's kind of a bit of a buzz, the way to correct this is to tuck up behind the frets. So we're not on the fret, because that gives you a dull sound. So we're just at the side of the fret, like that. And you want to push down. So say if we're pushing down like this, and you're not getting the sound, keep pushing until the sound clears up. And see if you can keep that sound ringing out for about 3 seconds. Okay, once you've done it there, then you're going to move down to the 3rd fret. Same thing, letting it ring out. Then to the 5th fret, and then to the 7th fret, and then to the 9th fret, and then to the 12th fret. Now you'll locate these frets because either your guitar will have the dots on, or you would have put stickers on. Okay. All right, cool. So that's how we practice getting clean notes. Again, this is really going to help with the songs that you'll be learning in the future. Okay, so we can practice then going up, and then back, and what we're aiming for here, this is not a song by the way, this is just an exercise, so if it doesn't sound like anything, it's not supposed to. It's all about just getting your notes clean. It's like kind of setting yourself up for success when you start to learn songs. Okay, cool. Now if you wanted to, we're just using the first finger and that's absolutely fine, but you could then do the same with each finger. So the little finger is probably the weakest, so that's going to be the trickiest, but you could practice that with each finger just to get used to pushing down. Okay, there's two ways we move on the guitar. We move horizontally like that, and we also move vertically like that, and then we do a mixture of both. Okay, so this lesson is just really moving horizontally and getting clean notes. Want to take it a step further? You can do the same on the second string, you can do it on the third string, fourth, fifth and sixth, depending on how much time you've got to practice, but the more time you put in, the better you're going to get, okay? And you'll see those results. Alright, so that's how we play notes. Cool, okay, so chords. So what's the difference between a chord and a note? So chords have 3 or more notes ringing, okay, at the same time. That's how we differentiate between the two. So what we're going to do here is we're going to push down at the first fret, and we're going to either use your thumb or your pick, and then we're going to, just like we did in the previous lesson, we're going to strum. Okay, so we're going to strum from the third string down. Okay, you want to do this about 4 times, and that's what we call a G7 chord. Now what we can do here is we can move to the third fret. You'll hear how the sound changes, and that's what we call a G. So you can practice going from G to G7, and you just take your time in between those. It's all about just getting the right sound. There's no rush involved, okay? It will start to connect once you've got the accuracy. Speed is the natural progression of accuracy. So the first thing you want to do is everything slow and accurate. So we've got G7, G, and we're going to do one more chord today, which is the C. So C lives above G7 on the second string like that. Okay, same thing. Now you might have seen some tutorials where they're playing G's like this and C's like this. Now these are the full ones, and they can be quite tricky to get first. So what we want to do is to really break this down and just do what I call the half chords first of all. Basically we're using half the strings. Cool, and then you'll progress from there. So that's the basics of how to play guitar, okay? Like I say, I have a video that will grease nicely from this, which is learning three easy songs, just to then start to put what we've done into practice. So I look forward to seeing you in that other video. And please subscribe to the channel, support our channel, and also if you'd like to share this video with your friends, then please do, and leave any comments on your progress. Okay, bye for now. Congratulations, we're at the end of the video. Now you know exactly how to pick, strum, and play chords. Well done. This is really going to set you up for learning to play songs. I do have the next video, which is how to play 3 beginner songs. So please do check that out too, which is also in the description. So you can connect with me on social media from Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, and come over to those channels and please say hi, where I'll be giving free content away. So thank you for joining me in this video, and I look forward to seeing you in future ones.